$50 million. Like, I don't know. It's one of my who knows? Who gives a shit? Where did most of the money go? Houses or
planes? Well, it's stupid shit. It was fun.
Because of the of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
And also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweather. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that.
Even figures like Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson have started questioning Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial stability. Both pointed to his ongoing involvement in exhibition fights and his lavish lifestyle as potential warning signs that all may not be as solid as it appears. Despite talk of a massive $42 million investment linked to his name, the rumors surrounding financial troubles and possible scams continue to circulate. These concerns haven't faded. In fact, they seem to grow louder with time. From their perspective, Mayweather's wealth might not be as secure as the public believes, fueling even more speculation about whether his financial empire is quietly facing serious cracks beneath the surface.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Tell me, so like, what's the difference now from like your era to today?
No one was afraid of anyone. Everyone really believed they can beat him.
But it's a business, more business, it's more money than everybody.
Floyd Mayweather changed the game up and when he turned into the pretty boy.
Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. And that's why he's who he is. He beat everybody. He beat everybody I thought would give him a chance. He's wiped everybody out. Nobody can even match him. The best. He didn't pick guys. He took the best. Even the guys I picked against him, he beat everybody, made everybody wrong.
Right.
And that's why he
Mike Tyson has openly voiced concern about the direction Floyd Mayweather Jr. took after stepping away from top-level boxing. Even though Mayweather walked away at the height of his success, he remained heavily involved in training and later returned for a series of exhibition fights. Tyson questioned the motivation behind that decision, suggesting it didn't look like it was driven purely by love for the sport. Instead, he hinted that financial reasons may have played a bigger role in bringing Mayweather back into the ring. From Tyson's perspective, continuing to fight under those conditions could risk tarnishing the legacy of a boxer who had already cemented his greatness long before his retirement.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, and it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rat.
Yeah.
He retired, but he stayed in the gym. He can't help it. He don't do drugs. That's his heroin. The gym.
Someone told me this. They say he doesn't have a vice. Yeah. He doesn't have a vice.
No, he does. The gym.
The gym.
The gym.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. recently made headlines after purchasing 6 commercial properties worth around $42 million. Many see this move as a strategic step toward building stable, long-term wealth beyond the ring. At the same time, critics argue the timing isn't a coincidence. With ongoing questions about his lavish spending habits, some believe this investment could be a response to growing scrutiny. Either way, the shift signals something important. It may mark a transition from flashy displays of luxury to a more calculated approach focused on steady, reliable financial growth.
We got two more deals I want to get into. Floyd Mayweather just did a big deal. It's a short one, so let's get into that. Floyd Mayweather Jr. just bought $402 million in a real estate portfolio. That's dope. That's super dope. It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000 unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million, Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got 1,000 units and 60 buildings.
Joe Rogan has weighed in on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent run of exhibition fights, and he's not convinced they're driven by passion alone. In his view, these appearances seem less about competition and more about keeping up with the demands of an incredibly expensive lifestyle. Rogan hinted that stepping back into the ring might be tied to financial obligations rather than the thrill of elite-level boxing. His comments suggest that the pressure to sustain that level of spending could be a major factor behind Mayweather's continued presence in exhibition bouts.
So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
But I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting. Floyd still trains when he doesn't have a.
Joe Rogan has also framed Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s mega fight with Conor McGregor as a smart business decision rather than a purely competitive one. Coming out of retirement, Mayweather stepped back into the spotlight for the event and reportedly secured a payday close to $100 million, even though the fight became a global spectacle and generated enormous revenue. Many critics argued it wasn't about testing his skills against the toughest opponent, but instead a carefully planned move designed to cash in on the hype.
Competition.
Okay, so your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah,
makes sense.
That's one thing.
Okay, what was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Yes, gentlemen, let's do this.
Nah, a bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Nah, sneak this that's that shit I don't like.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has become known for proudly showcasing his success, frequently placing himself in conversations alongside boxing's all-time greats while highlighting his own achievements. While confidence is a key trait for elite athletes, his style of self-promotion is often viewed by some as crossing the line into arrogance. That perception has occasionally created a disconnect with parts of the audience, drawing criticism from media voices and fans alike.
Well, I think I'm separated now. I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. Had tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break.
Snoop Dogg, speaking from his deep experience in both entertainment and sports, pointed out an important distinction. There's a big difference between making money and actually building lasting wealth. While discussing Floyd Mayweather Jr., he suggested that bringing in huge paydays doesn't automatically guarantee long-term financial security. According to Snoop, real wealth is about sustainability and smart planning for the future. In contrast, he hinted that Mayweather's approach can sometimes come across as more focused on displaying riches rather than creating a stable financial foundation that lasts.
Where did you get that business sense? Because you surpassed everybody in boxing and sports and everything in general. I'm watching you as like, you bigger than the NFL franchise.
You know, every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes, it's about wealth. You know, I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. often positions himself alongside boxing's legends, a move that reinforces his brand but also draws scrutiny. Confidence is essential at the elite level, yet many observers feel his refusal to show humility, even in retirement, has turned some admiration into frustration. Mayweather has openly embraced a bold approach in business, investing in ventures that aren't always well understood but promise rapid financial returns. Critics, however, argue that this strategy comes with high risk and raises questions about whether he's prioritizing flashy gains over steady, long-term financial stability.
Experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. frequently turns to social media to flaunt stacks of cash and occasionally share snippets of bank statements as evidence of his success. For some fans, this is seen as a confident, unapologetic display, but others view it as excessive and possibly rooted in insecurity. While these flashy posts certainly capture attention and create buzz, they also invite closer scrutiny, fueling ongoing debate about just how solid his financial standing really is.
The Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had Girl Collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl. But whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl Collection. Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. opted to manage his business affairs personally, without the guidance of a dedicated manager. This approach gave him full control over his financial choices, but also came with inherent risks. While he raked in impressive earnings, handling everything solo meant there were fewer protections against risky deals or questionable investments. With professional oversight, many of these pitfalls might have been minimized or even avoided entirely.
I think with Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to as well? If he didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him, everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row, I love the fighting. Let's just turn up. Yeah. I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, got sting coming at my ass.
I spoke on stage with Floyd Mayweather. We really resonated, and I gave him a hard time because we were in Miami, and I go, dude, I don't watch boxing. That's not my thing. And we chit-chatted about that, and we just spoke about wealth, and we went through the thing. When he stopped boxing, he put so much capital into real estate. He's like, Andy, why didn't anybody tell me this years ago? Because he goes, I'm paying so much in taxes. I don't like the government being my partner. He took all of his money into real estate. And he's like, Andy, I've never had to work so little for so much. He made $100 million in one night. Yeah, the government took half that. Now I make a lot of money and I never get out of bed.
Joe Rogan noted that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s constant flaunting of luxury goods could signal more than just personal celebration. With ongoing rumors about his financial health, these public displays may be seen by some as a way to project confidence rather than simply showcase success. Ironically, the very image that helped boost his fame is now fueling conversations and speculation about the true stability of his finances, keeping the debate about his wealth alive in the public eye.
The only person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. You know, he kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
Dude, the jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
Joe Rogan suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s relentless drive may stem from his upbringing, particularly the influence of his father and uncle. He explained that this early guidance instilled a fierce competitive mindset that fueled Mayweather's success in the ring. Rogan also pointed out that the same intensity appears to carry over into his financial decisions, with Mayweather approaching wealth building and money management with the same focus and determination he applies to winning fights.
People just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time. And the box.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has repeatedly highlighted the importance of money in his life, even urging his children to embrace a similar focus. While promoting generational wealth is typically seen as a positive goal, his intense focus on financial achievement over other aspects of life has sparked questions about the kind of legacy he is really creating.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. I told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is well known for his love of luxury, with reports indicating he owns an $18 million timepiece along with numerous other high-end items worth thousands, or even more. While these acquisitions showcase his immense wealth and extravagant lifestyle, they have also raised questions about financial sustainability. Experts and observers point out that even vast fortunes can face strain if spending isn't carefully managed over the long term.
My most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million.
One watch.
One watch.
Tell me about your watch collection, dude. You have to have one of the biggest watch collections in the world.
My watch collection, I think I got somewhere upwards of 100 watches, and I got a lot of $1 million watches.
What should I pay for this one? What do you think? You're here for me now. I need some help. Help a little man out, okay?
That watch is a couple $100,000, easy, but it's worth it because it goes up in value. It appreciates, not depreciate.
Dude, how do you buy a $17 million watch?
No, 18.
18, sorry.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has built a reputation as a sharp business mind, but certain practices have attracted criticism. Claims of inflated earnings and unresolved financial obligations have sparked debate, with some questioning whether his public image reflects only his true accomplishments or is also carefully crafted through marketing and self-promotion.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up. So Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when
approaching 50. Floyd Mayweather Jr. stays highly active on social media, regularly showcasing private jets, designer outfits, and stacks of cash to reinforce his larger-than-life persona. While these posts certainly strengthen his image of success, critics argue that constantly highlighting such a luxury-focused lifestyle may cast doubt on the long-term sustainability of his finances.
So apparently they caught Floyd capping about buying some apartment buildings in New York. I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, remember he said he had bought his grandson some property, I think, in Manhattan as well too. So honestly, I didn't really, think a lot of this was a big deal. I mean, it kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old and feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But people on social media do what they do best, especially black people try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has faced penalties in the past for endorsing controversial financial ventures. Rather than avoiding similar opportunities, he later participated in comparable projects, including a highly publicized NFT collaboration connected to Kim Kardashian. This recurring pattern has led some observers to believe that, at times, immediate financial rewards may outweigh concerns about long-term reputation or potential legal consequences.
Mr. I don't lose at nothing is back.
Correction, Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
That wraps up today's video. Be sure to stay connected for more updates, and we'll see you in the next one.